Hello, I'm Matt from Ludobox.fr, and today I'm going to give you an overview of Brothers. So, in this game you obviously play as brothers and you raise animals. This is a tile-laying game for 2 or 4 players because you can play as a team, but it's meant for 2. It is for players ages 8 and up, and it plays around 15 minutes. So in this game you want to place the most enclosures or pens onto the meadow. And you're going to do that by first making up the meadow and then placing the pens. The problem is you won't be able to place them all, and the pens that you don't place give you penalty points. If you have the most penalty points, you lose and your opponent wins. So you want to optimize the way you place the tiles. The game is going to be played in 2 rounds, and every round is going to be made up of 2 phases. The first phase of a round is the meadow phase. You're going to basically make up the meadow. Every player is going to place a meadow tile, so I put a few, but I'm going to show you the way we do it. So we cannot superpose them, we have to place them adjacent to existing tiles, and the holes don't matter. You can make holes, definitely, that could be a strategy, because the rabbits and the gobbles don't have the same shapes. Their pens don't have the same shapes. So the rabbits are really straight, so you want to have great lines, or at least volumes that you can place those in, so really long straight lines. And these are a bit more tricky because they make angles, so you just need to have big volumes. So then you may start playing the pen phase once every tile is placed. The pen phase is very simple. Every player is going to play 1 tile at a time, and you're going to start with the player who plays the rabbits. So that player could probably do this, and this is a great move for that player because that player is going to secure the area there, and also this. But obviously then the gobble player is going to interfere. So that player could probably place that there, and that's really bad news for the rabbits player, because that's basically a free move here, because the rabbits player cannot play something that goes out of the meadow. Obviously, a pen has to stay in the meadow. And that player can also react to whatever the rabbits player is going to place here. So if the rabbits player tries to block the other player by being here, that player could probably be there, or anyway react in some way. So we're going to play until one player cannot play tiles anymore, and the other player is going to fill the meadow as full as they can. And once that's done, we're going to move on to scoring. So basically you're going to score penalty points based on the number of tiles that you couldn't place. The rabbits player is going to have 1 penalty point per tile, and the gobble player is going to have 2 penalty points per tile not placed. Then we're going to disassemble the meadow and remove everything, and then start a new phase, a new round, but you're going to swap roles. So you're going to make the meadow again, so a different one probably, and then once the meadow is made, you're going to have another pen phase, another scoring, and at the end of that second scoring, you're just going to add up your 2 scores. When you add up your 2 scores, you're going to see who has the lowest and who has the highest, and whoever has the lowest wins, because they are penalty points. That's it for Brothers. This is a game in which you try to block your opponent by basically making moves that prevent him to play, and you also want to organize the meadow in a specific way to block the advancement of the other player. You also have a 4-player mode in which you play as teams of 2, so one team is going to play as the rabbits player and the other team is going to play as the gobble player, and you are going to take turns, and you cannot communicate. This is the difficulty. You have to coordinate without communicating. Otherwise, you know almost everything there is to know about this game, so bye bye and see you on ludobox.fr.